Okay, I mean, I must be like a stuck record because I'm going to moan about Dortmund again. Let me down for a 5-team parlay with a last-minute deflected goal against Freiburg. Why are they doing it to me? They've had one win in 5. We're going to go down and have a look at it. They're playing Gladbach this week, who have won 3 out of 4, and yet Dortmund are still 1.5, Radek. What is going on with this Dortmund side?
I don't really know. I think they are not a team yet. They have to grow together, and they had a lot of good sayings about them before. But maybe you can remember, Alex, in the season video, I was skeptical about Dortmund. I didn't trust them that they invest 200 millions and became a better team than Bayern Munich. That's not the way it goes. You can't buy titles, especially you're not Chelsea London in 2012 or something. So, and even the richest club in the world, Manchester City, loses games twice this season. And so money is not the option. And I think they missing a really mentality. They always are criticized in Germany about their mentality. And Royce was very angry and said, hey, go away with this mentality thing. But at the end, if you are a way better team by name, you don't win the games. Yeah, so it's a mentality problem. I don't know. And even Favre is in discussion. Maybe he will not survive until 2020. But that's the future. So I don't know what's wrong with Dortmund.
Okay, well, Rafa, can you help me? Oh, do I get the thumbs up? Look at that. I don't even need to say anything. My man, my partner, he knows what he's doing. Let's have a look at the record. 0.9, keep their heads above water. That's so impressive they've kept their heads above water in this Bundesliga because we've had Bayern Munich getting beat at home. We've had Dortmund dropping points right, left and centre. It's been so horrible. I watched Schalke last week. Oh, by the way, that was another 90th minute goal that killed me. I just got to mention, Alex. I know, honestly, I had 3 last-minute incidents. I had Freiburg kill me against Dortmund. I had Schalke kill me. And I had Genoa miss a penalty in the 94th minute that would have given me a 5-timer with my NFL because I went with a draw against Milan. Honestly,
I remember that.
It's horrendous.
Genoa, that was the worst thing possible, to miss a penalty in the last second of the game. But I remember one thing from the last Bundesliga show. Do you remember that Radek said that Dortmund will concede 2 goals against Freiburg because they are on a conceding 2 goals trend? They did it against Eintracht, they did it against Werder, they will do it again against Freiburg. Nobody has expected that, but very inconsistent team. It's not a big, gap between the first place and the 8th place after 7 rounds, because also Gladbach had their lose, had their draw. Bayern Munich had 2 draws and 1 loss, and shockingly, it came last round at home against Hoffenheim. When they entered that match on the back of a 7-2 win against Tottenham in Champions League. So shit happens. We expect shit to happen 2-3 times per season from the top teams. And here it is, Bayern with 1 down. So I expect 2 more to go till the end of the season, not more.
Okay, well, Rafa, can we get the Radek and Alex records up, please? And it's been tough. Here we go. Alex -1, Radek 1.9. I tell you what, you've just described how hard it's been in Bundesliga. So you boys there are ready to kick on. Is this week, Alex, we're going to start with you. Remember, on the back of the international break, we've got to tread carefully. And from the first 8 teams in Germany, there's nothing to choose between any of them on their given day. Augsburg 19, draw 8.7, Bayern Munich 1.18.
Yeah, worst defense in the league. 19 goals conceded. Augsburg struggling badly. Now they got back one of their key defenders in this international break, but I don't think that would count so much for them. Bayern Munich, despite the international break, they had so many players out for their national teams. They are back. They will try to bounce back after that shocking defeat, I would say, to Hoffenheim at home. They will take advantage of Dortmund hosting Gladbach. So Gladbach might lose some points this week. And who knows, Bayern Munich might end this round on the first place. I'm expecting goals. I'm expecting an exciting match. Most of the times Bayern are playing, we are expecting goals. So I'm going with Bayern to bounce back to win this match and over 3.5 goals in the match at 1.9.
Nice, nice. Can we rely on Bayern Munich, Lewandowski to score as well anytime? Put it in there. If they score over 3.5, defo scores. Let's move on. Eintracht Frankfurt 2.9, the draw 3.9. Bayern Leverkusen 2.4, Radek.
Yes, if you take a look at the standings, you see that Bayer Leverkusen conceded 8 goals and 4 of them were against Borussia Dortmund. Take this game away, this horrible 4-0 loss. They only had 4 goals against them and they are really brilliant in the offense. So I think they have to win this away game with their brilliant strikers Volland and Kai Havertz, and Alex is a big fan of him, I know. And so I would say Leverkusen is the better team and they will win against Frankfurt here. And the odds of 2.4 are good, but if you want to be a little bit safe, because this game also is likely to be a draw, you can bet on Asian handicaps minus 0.25 on Leverkusen, which is about odds around 2. And I think, you're better on the Leverkusen side here.
Okay, I quite like that. 2.4 for Leverkusen to win away. Eintracht Frankfurt. Here's a team, unbelievable on their day, beat anybody. Then all of a sudden, it all goes pear-shaped. Alex, RB Leipzig 1.6, draw 4.4, Wolfsburg 6.2.
Yeah, and they're playing Wolfsburg, who are the only unbeaten team this season in the German Bundesliga. The only one. Imagine that. Also, Bayern Munich managed to lose last time out. RB Leipzig versus Wolfsburg. I will... if it wasn't for the international break, I would approach this match differently. But because of the international break and so great odds on this match, I'm going for the Alex Classic at even money. I think that Wolfsburg will come to win this match. I think that they are trying to extend their brilliant run of form, despite coming after the international break, of course. RB Leipzig will try to bounce back after two really poor matches. One loss against Schalke at home and one draw against Leverkusen on the road, which wasn't a big surprise because Leverkusen are a team to watch, always a team going forward and scoring goals. So, but the same are for Wolfsburg here. So I'm expecting easily both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Alex Classic in this game at even money.
Would you put me off putting Leipzig in my monster parlay?
Yeah, absolutely.
You wouldn't have it?
No, I wouldn't have it, no.
Okay, good man, good man. All right, move on. Union Berlin, 2.5, draw 3.55, and that horrible team Freiburg at 2.8. Talk to me, Alex.
That horrible team Freiburg are coming on the back of some brilliant results, and most of all they are playing better on the road. They have two back-to-back wins on the road. Tough travels at Dusseldorf, also against Hoffenheim. But Hoffenheim 4 rounds ago were not Hoffenheim, the team from the last round. So Union Berlin, a tough place to visit. But one of the... I think that we expected more from them after that great win against Dortmund. We expected a lot more from Union Berlin. Imagine Dortmund lost to a team that have won just one game so far this season and scored just 6 goals in the process. Freiburg withdraw, no bet at 2.06 is my play for this match. I don't think that Freiburg will lose this away game. I think that they will try to climb the standings there, to go head-to-head after 8 rounds with Bayern Munich, with Wolfsburg, with Gladbach there. So, yeah, Freiburg withdraw no bet at 2.06.
Okay, well, before we come back to you, Alex, for the Dortmund-Mönchengladbach game, Radek, you say that this is a really tough card this week.
Yeah, I was not finding really much value in these games because the teams are almost equal, the most of them. I would suggest to bet on 9 X's here or always bet on the underdog because, as you mentioned, the national break always costs a lot of power for the good teams and good players, and that's the time for the underdogs to make points. And so, yeah, that's why I was really struggling, and I want to be careful this round not to risk too much and just watch some games and be better next round. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint here.
Oh no, without a doubt, we're firm believers in a pass is as good as a win. You don't lose a bean if you pass. Alex, Dortmund 1.5. Draw 5, Mönchengladbach 6.75. I cannot have Dortmund on my mind. If I have them, they just throw it away. Hummel's at the back. He couldn't mark my homework. It is unbelievable. Please, no Dortmund.
No Dortmund this time. No, absolutely no Dortmund this time. But Sean, our friend on chat, says Dortmund to keep a clean sheet. No, at 1.4, stick it in your raka.
Well, he wants to get on the phone to number 1, 1.4.
Hey, 1.4 for an Aka bet. Come on, it's okay. What I think that it will be a goal fest. Gladbach are on fire, 4 wins in a row, first place in the standings. Dortmund inconsistent there. Champions League next week. International break the last week. A lot of the players on duty, on international duty. They are back. I don't know, as Radek said, Lucien Favre with the gun on his head right now, focusing on getting some results. I still think that he is the man for Dortmund right now, but I still think that they need some good defensive players in the winter. I think from the middle and up, they are world class. With Jadon Sancho, with Marco Reus, Paco Alcacer. I don't think that he will be back for this match because he's injured. Exactly what we talked at the beginning of the season. He got injured, so he will miss some important games. Alex Classic all the way, 1.67. There, stick it in an Aka.
Okay, I'm going to give you a bit of homework. What's Mönchengladbach? Double chance. I think the 6.75 is great value. It reminds me of the Ukraine bet that I said to you was a trap against Portugal. I think that 6.75 for Mönchengladbach to go against a Dortmund side who look wrong to me. I've watched them. I've still gone in there. I've still backed them. They're not tracking back. Some players look as if they're sulking. They can't defend because they're disjointed. They go through Hummels, who's taking liberties. For me, Mönchengladbach at 6.75 or double chance, Alex?
2.75.
There it is. Double chance. Mönchengladbach
I'm
not to get beat.
Just worried about many questionable players on this Gladbach side. Meyer, Müssel, Stindl, Strobel, Traore, all questionable. So some of them key players for Gladbach this season. That's the only thing I'm worried about. If they were playing with the first 11, so I will stay to bet on this game, the winners market, 1 hour before the match when they announce the starting 11. Because we might have some surprises also on Dortmund. Schulz is injured. Paco Alcacer is doubtful, but I don't think that he will play. It will be strange who will play in the middle there. So yeah, I will stay to watch the starting lineups, and I will bet. But I'm sure that 2.75 will go down till the start of the match.
Yeah.
And draw double chance for Gladbach.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I'd like you to put that down as my first official Bundesliga play of the season. I have seen enough of these two sides. At 2.75, double chance against a side that keeps knocking me over. I've got to be with it. So there's my first selection of the season. Okay, Radek, we're looking for your famous cross. Bremen 2.13, draw 3.8, Hertha Berlin 3.55. Is it coming out?
Yeah, for sure. That's a classic X, Radek's bet. And because I said I would bet on 9 draws in this round. And if you have 2 or 3 draws, you make a decent profit. And in this game especially, I see team of Berlin who is becoming stronger within the last rounds, and on the other hand Bremen, who had a lot of trouble with players and injuries but managed to take some points. So in this game I can't see a clear winner, and that's why I see a clear X. And yeah, one word to Mönchengladbach. Isn't it ridiculous that they are number 1 in the standings? They are leading the Bundesliga and have odds of 6.75. If somebody is not regularly following the Bundesliga, might think what's wrong here. So your double chance bet is definitely worth a try, and even more as we see the national break before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. Go on, Al.
Also, +1, if you ask me right now, is at 2.15. Also, +1.5 is at 1.7.
Okay.
This is a very good bet. I think you have 2 options. Dortmund wins very high. They prove that they're a really good team. They win 4-0 or something like that, or 4-1. A really big home win for Dortmund. But on the other hand, what's more likely at the moment, you have to be insane to bet on Dortmund at this price. That's why the chances are good that Gladbach will make it within the handicap line.
Yeah, and I'm also looking,
Alex.
Alex.
Many reasons. There are so many reasons to fade Dortmund in this match. So many reasons. Injured players, international break, Champions League next week, inconsistency, bad results, Gladbach on fire. How many to mention?
No, exactly.
But I'm not a fan of trends. I'm always anti-trends. Gladbach won't win every game and stay on top, and Dortmund won't draw every game. So I think Gladbach has to come down and Dortmund has to rise.
Yeah, no, listen, I think we've all got it right. I honestly think that the Alex Classic is probably absolutely nailed on. I was even going to say, at 6.75, you could have 1 unit on Mönchengladbach to win, and you could have 1 on the draw at 5, because this could well be an in-play bet where you go in Mönchengladbach, they go 1-0 up, you've still got the draw on your side if Dortmund come back, or you don't complicate it, you go double chance at 2.75. I think we're all in agreement, Dortmund are no 1.5 shots.
Yeah.
Excellent. Give us your banker, Alex.
No banker for Bundesliga this weekend.
See, that tells you everything, ladies and gentlemen. International break, Alex, no banker. And no best bet from you, I dare say. Radek?
Yeah, I would take the Bremen, the Leverkusen win against Frankfurt. But to make it more safe, Leverkusen Asian handicap minus 0.25 with an odds of 2.05.
Excellent. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Radek. Alex, if you can stay with me, we're going to just flick across a couple of countries and we're going to end up in Italy. Radek, I'll speak to you soon. Top man, good luck. Have a great weekend.